Hi guys, this is Robert, and I would love to speak this morning about what we do in order to create our reality. Now, this sounds like a very broad concept, but in particular, we, especially right now during this lockdown situation, have to deal with the voices that we have in our mind, in our head. And with that, I mean that when we have the silence, when we withdraw from everything that's happening from the world outside of us, and that is happening in particular right now, usually we have a lot of internal static. And that means that we have conversations with our own mind and especially with our ego in order to replay and reproduce things that have been going on either in the past or in the recent past or even just recently, and that we replay again and again to, I don't know why we do that actually, just to make us feel better or to think about what we could have said. Unfortunately, in most cases, it doesn't make us feel better. Now, I know this from my own personal experience. Oftentimes, I wake up in the morning, do my rituals and my routines, and while making my breakfast, I catch myself thinking about conversations that I wish that I could have done differently. And in most cases, I come up with answers that don't make me feel better. And the reason why I do that is because I wish that I could have said something different, but oftentimes it's my ego that intervenes and that says, well, I want to be right and I want justice for the wrongdoing that's been done to me. And unfortunately, this doesn't work. So, in order to stop the fighting, especially the fighting with our own mind, but also the reflection that we have with the fighting with people in the outside world, in the world around us, there's a few things that I want to share with you. And number one, it's being able to let go, being able that it is what it is. And as corny as it may sound, it is just what it is. The situation unfolded as it did, and the resources that you had and the resourcefulness that you had back in the time, that's what you use to come up with the answers and the words to share your opinion and to share your point of view. And being able to let go of what is said and not holding a grudge or not coming back to it again and again and to think, but only if I had said this or only if I did that, makes us feel so more at peace. Now, the question is, how do you let go of these things? Well, first of all, it is the awareness that you can't change the past anymore. And if you can, well, then take action. Take action immediately and call up the person or write that email or do whatever is necessary to correct the wrong. And not in a way that you say, well, you did this wrong and it should have been like this, but just clarify. Hey, listen, I said some things that now back in reflection, I just want to clarify, or I actually didn't even mean, because I was so caught up in the moment, full of emotion, that I just wanted to be right instead of being happy and create this communication, this commitment with you. And this is for our personal relationships, our professional relationships. This is with anybody that we interact with. Second of all, after being aware, it is mostly important that we become diplomatic. So become a diplomat, and that is that you are aware of how you communicate. They said what they said, and you said what you said. And the question is, how do you deal with that? Can you see the situation from their point of view instead of from trying to be right and justifying your actions versus their actions all the time? Because our ego, even though it's protecting us to prevent us from being harmed or being hurt, it oftentimes has such a huge and steep price that we have to pay either immediately or afterwards, that it's just not worth it. So after being aware, become diplomatic. And the third thing is being able to let it go. Is, what does it bring me in order to keep and hold on to this? The feelings that you have oftentimes, and I know this especially from my life, is that I feel miserable, I feel resentful, I feel angry, I feel upset, I feel hurt, and those are not the feelings that I want to live with. Instead, I wish to feel happy, uplifted, joyful, playful even, and relaxed. And that last thing, especially with a combination of deep breathing, sometimes even meditation or yoga, whatever it is, just a workout even, or a walk outside, that makes it so much quieter and peaceful and more calm in my mind. Because again, it is what it is. I said what I said, and they said what they said, and it is what it is. Can I let it go? Can I let go of the situation? Can I let go of the words? Can I let go of the feelings? And if we can do that, if you can do that, then you start to feel that there's so much more space actually to go inward, especially in the moment, to turn into the calm and the quiet and the peace inside of your mind. And if there are words and things that are coming up, oftentimes it's your ego, and just being able to let it be without interacting with your ego or without interacting with your mind and trying to justify your point of view. That is so much better than to struggle and to have an internal dialogue, an internal fight again, replaying the situation for what it is. Because after you had the external struggle, you're now dealing with the internal struggle. And that's just regurgitating everything that happened that didn't make you feel happy. So, in order to let go, in order to be able to stop the fighting, I hope that you can use these tips. Enjoy it today. If you want to comment on this, please leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and be updated for future notifications. For now, I wish you a great day. Enjoy the day and see you in the next one.